Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 12 of season 4 of Doom Patrol, the final season, the final episode of this series. It has been an insane ride, man. I don't think we will see a show even remotely close to filling the gap that this show is going to leave in the pantheon of superhero content, man. And I doubt that we'll see anything even remotely similar to this in the near future, but who knows, man? Who knows what's going to come down the pipeline once, you know, James Gunn stuff gets going. You know, the strikes are over, so we should start hearing new stuff about their plans moving forward, whether it be casting, whether it be other stuff. Who knows? We'll kind of keep our ears to the ground. But guys, let's go ahead and hop in and see how we wrap up this beautiful show. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, you check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for reaction the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover in the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on what movies to react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, trying to make it worth your while. Sure, got to wait to support the channel. But guys, at the end of the day, I'd really appreciate if you enjoy this reaction. To at least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights. And with that all said and out of the way, guys, let's go ahead and hop into the final episode of Doom Patrol, aptly named Dun Patrol. Here we go. God. The last time we're gonna hear this song, dude. Or at least, you know, for a new episode. You know, as long as Zaslav keeps his axe away from this show and they don't remove it from the streaming service, you know, we can always go back and revisit it. I don't know if the show has hit. Has there been a DVD release of this? Because otherwise, it's another one of those shows that I'm gonna have to catalog just in case. I would be remiss if they ever made this show unwatchable. Well, joke's on you. Look who's right back. Well, it hasn't even realized.
So, what's first? Immortus or butts?
No.
Oh! What the?
You're back? How?
Oh yeah, she was like in a full-on trance.
You guys are so annoying.
Whoa!
That wasn't Flit. That was me.
Oh, she's got all their powers! We're all you now. No! Fuck her up!
Holy shit!
Yo!
Okay, go.
Oh!
Have a seat.
Oh, and he locked up. God damn it. Oh.
We're aging more than ever.
Yo! Whoa!
Willoughby sword.
This is no knockoff.
Yo! So is it actually a magical flaming sword then? And not tech?
Rita, please, I need to talk.
Oh.
You came here because you knew I would hold you accountable.
Oh.
As long as we're a team, we will never stop fighting for each other.
No.
You dum-dum should have stayed in the time stream.
Yes. Oh no. Come on! You're a reality altering deity! Rip them apart! Jeez, you're shapoopy. Ah.
What the fuck's happening right now?
Get a sweet fact, that's fancy cooking. Once more for a pet, for a she will never get sore. No way to survive.
Oh my god.
This isn't your show, this is my show!
What the hell?
I'm right there with you, dude.
So is our town.
Wait, isn't song from that musical about us?
Yeah.
Losers or still winning. We're the heroes. And our future is up to.
What is happening?
Is that the end of it?
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, dude. Thank good for her narcissism.
Oh shit!
Whoa!
Reinforcements have arrived.
To do what? What is even happening right now? What happened? What in the world? Okay, I guess that's it, but no longevity. What the fuck just happened?
I feel like it's my job to point out, wasn't it actually the Butts who saved the day?
Yeah. I mean, I took a couple of blows to the head.
Or was it
The butt's worse.
a mortis that saved the day? What happened?
And the Butts wouldn't have gotten out of the ant farm if it wasn't for us either. Ergo.
Why did I teach you that word?
I hope I didn't worry you all too much. This feels nice. Just us here. Together.
I swear if this ends with them all dying.
If I was gonna put the suit back on again, everything I've been through, all the things I've learned, all the people I've learned from, so that's what these are. The people that made this new version of Cyborg possible.
Oh.
Mom and Dad, the Detroiticons, and you guys.
No.
Well, if you're not just Jane, what should we call you?
Crazy Jane.
There's one word I keep hearing in the back of my mind. Our minds.
Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope. But I guess it's kind of a mouthful.
What about
K. Oh! 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 God damn it.
Oh, guess what? Possibilities had an incredible 1,000-year run.
weren't you gone for an hour?
She did just go into the time stream.
I could not go another decade without thanking you all for introducing me to the Butts. The monologues they've written for me, the songs. Oh,
Oh, wow. So her and the Butts in a musical
Fingernails?
orchestra combination
silly toenails.
team up.
Oh, great.
They found their way.
One for each of
Oh,
you. Just
oh.
be sad little bags of old. No more.
Eat
Hell yes.
a toenail?
To restore our youth, fuck yes.
Well, he can't eat.
Gimme.
Hey, hey.
All right.
This is gonna be amazing. I can go see Rory again. Everything.
Her and the Butts became a foursome for musical. Well, I don't want to say good, but I mean, this worked out, I guess. Makes sense. I'll go for it. Oh, what the fuck?
What is it?
It'll make sense later when the time is right. Bye.
Bye. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take one for Rita.
How does it feel?
Pretty good, I think.
Oh, please don't be too late. They did leave her unattended. Oh.
That's what you think I have the strongest connection to.
Oh. Oh.
Was there something else?
You guys.
I think it's time for one last team meeting. Oh, thank you. But first, we have one last assignment.
Finally! Fuck yeah! Let's go!
I would like you to burn my body.
Oh.
This is what you really want, Rita? Then you have my support.
No.
Dry with a pinch of salt. Her favorite thing in the whole world.
Oh, good choice.
It wasn't my favorite thing.
Oh, I can take it. Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry.
Well, this is awful. Oh, wow. Yeah. More of the same.
My, didn't realize I was so flammable.
Probably all the alcohol.
Death isn't supposed to be pretty.
Oh. Oh.
I don't need you to describe my burning corpse's scent. Thank you very much. It's totally fine.
No. Not the best of goodbyes right there, but very Doom Patrol.
You're like the best grandpa ever. And a ginormous robot.
Yeah.
We may all be fractured, but doesn't mean we can't be whole.
Oh. I'm glad that they had a dynamic together like this, man, because they had these two came a long, long way together. Yeah, Dorothy just kind of randomly disappeared, unless I just don't remember what the hell happened to her. Yeah. He still shouldn't be driving himself, I don't feel like.
I know that it's gonna be an uphill journey, but for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm finally on the path that I carved for myself.
No, you've got to do that too, Rouge.
How will I know where the line is?
I'll let you know when you've gone too far.
No. Because he'll be there to stop your ass.
Let's go find him together.
Oh, hi. You want to watch a movie with me?
Sorry, I gotta go.
No.
The Doom Patrol's over! Sorry. I
Oh,
think that was
thank
me.
Christ.
Casey.
Let's wrap this one up.
When Dorothy said that the manor would be empty, I was kind of hoping she was wrong. Just wanted you to know.
No. Feels weird Dorothy not being here, though. Not getting to say goodbye to her proper.
Week, a month, maybe 3. Not sure yet.
What is that? 500 square feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It's about the size of the sublet that she's looking for.
Large windows, lots of natural light. Hell of a view. What do you say, Captain?
Aww. Aww. He made it. I mean, I figured he would, but, you know, there's always that chance.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just give me a second.
Aww.
I know you.
Good to see you, stranger.
Aww. Gotta find that lead block. Do you know how heavy that would be? Is this the first time him and Keeg unified like this?
We're gonna be fine. And the world will be too.
Is this what he said about them becoming a sun or a star? No. Thank God Larry got a happy ending.
What you do here is gonna save more lives than I ever will out on the streets of my own. Because we're all in this together. And everything that we do here in this classroom is gonna make a difference.
No. No. Her and Cliff. Oh. Don't smush the cat. What's Rouge? Yeah, what's Rouge gonna do? Ah! Fair enough. Aww. Got me smiling over murder.
Hey, there we go. I'm ready for the PCV valve, Dad.
Oh yeah, what is the crystal that's gonna come into play somehow? What if his soul or consciousness just moves into the crystal or something? He becomes one with the car.
What
The hell? Oh. 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 Letting him see Rory's entire life that he's going to miss. No. Oh no. Are you okay? He's fallen in his dad's footsteps. No. Oh no, he is the crystal. Because all of these memories are as long as that's been there.
It's your grandpa.
Oh, wow. Shit. I don't know why I'm like, even like I open it back up. Just like there's gonna be anything. Well, that was a heavy episode, but my God, it was beautiful. It was so cathartic for everybody, man. Larry finally found love, peace, stability, and like when he went back to the past to visit himself, the negative spirit was able to kind of glean into their future. And it's like, no, the whole thing is, you're going to become a star. You know, Rama was stabilized through him and Keegan, their union, and became a star in the sky. Though it didn't look like they were that far out of the atmosphere, so I don't know if we just got a second sun that just nuked the planet out of existence. Apparently not. Clearly not. I mean, they're still there. They're still fine. I imagine they flew much farther than it looked in that scene. But they get to be together and burn together. And Jane is all of them. Kay. Oh, that's so perfect. I didn't even think about that too. Kay as the originator, as the child they've all been created to protect. What were they? The kaleidoscope. And what name goes along with that if you just don't want to say the whole thing? Just abbreviate it all the way down to its initial. K. Ah, damn. I should have caught on to that sooner, but I did not. That's so beautiful. Makes me wonder what K was always short for to begin with. But they are all her, and now they all, in fact, are her. Whether or not that means that there's a shit ton of voices in her head, one of which is the original K, they all get to live and coincide together thanks to this thing that she built for them as kind of this reward for all the efforts and struggles that they went through to protect her. But that there was another way to go about it and another way to be together rather than wall each other off in this underground prison. So now they all get to live this life and they all get to share in these experiences. And Casey came back and we got to fulfill that need, that want, that desire for this connection she's been denying herself for so long because of all this uncertainty. She's painting. She's taken all these elements we've seen of all of her other variations, and it's just all her. It's just so lovely, man. I still like the fact, too, that Rita, I get it. You know, Rita was the one that's been alive the longest out of all of them. You know, it was time for some peace. And in doing so and in letting go and like refusing to let them go on another mission to drag her spirit out of hell so they can give her longevity back, so she could live again. You know, it was time to let that go. You know, some things must end, and she was ready for hers. Even if her ceremony, her goodbye wasn't the most graceful of things, it's about what as good as you could expect. And that whole thing was so lovely and comedic. Though I still think the Batman has ruined Ave Maria for me. Like, even I sung that for my juries when I was a music major in college. So I have a personal attachment to that song because it was one of the ones I had to learn. The Batman fucking ruined that shit for me, man. I could not think of the Riddler when that came up. It was still beautiful, though, all things considered. You know, Cyborg gets to be a hero in the way that he originally wanted by being an inspiration to his community and now being a part of his community with this robotics club that he and his friends were originally part of that are continuing it on. They're working on, you know, teaching and bettering the people that are going to be equipped to take the next step, you know, when the world gets passed on to them. It's just exactly what Cyborg would want in this situation. You know, he's owning himself. He's confident in himself. And I love the whole little thing about the tattoos engraved on his new robotics and to remind him of all the different things that helped get him to this place, including the Doom Patrol. You know, it was just a really well done thing. And Larry got his happy ending, as happy of an ending as he could have asked for. I love that it called all the way back to that first love. You know, that's what was that? Like, was it a scarf? It was like a rag or whatever that still had his scent on it, and it brought him back. And it was like that was the love he always wanted but lost because of his own fear. And then he took charge. Him and Keeg together, unified, took charge. Cliff went home, finally got to touch Rory with the new sensors on his hand to allow him to feel. He got to spin this time. Immortus gave him this crystal, you know, from the time stream that would allow, if it stayed in that car, it seemed like initially I thought he was going to pass on his spirit in there, but what it allowed him to do, and maybe that is part of what happened, but I think he passed and the crystal just allowed him to view all of time and space that this crystal was present for. So as long as Rory had that vehicle, because we were always seeing all these different life events from the perspective of the rear view mirror where it was hanging. So everything that, as long as Rory had that still in his car, as long as he had this car that he got from his father and rebuilt and repurposed and restored, you know, as long as that was there, and it would seem to be a treasured thing for him because it was there all the way to Clara's passing. And that was hard, man, like seeing all that. And obviously life's not perfect. We're all going to make mistakes. I love that it wasn't like this rainbow, sunshine, happy ending thing, because it allowed Cliff to be there for things he was never going to see, because even though he reverted to a younger age, it doesn't reverse his Parkinson's, and he still lost that battle. It's a beautifully poetic way for them to round that out and provide closure for Cliff's entire drive and purpose for being, and allow him a peaceful reprieve as he passes as well. I mean, honestly, aside from Vic and Jane, the rest of the team all passes in some way. While you can look at Larry's as living, he's kind of forfeit a normal life for this eternal union burning brightly in the sky, shedding light and power onto whatever worlds they grace with that. So it's a little bit of an in-between for these two. Rouge, the entire time this season, especially with her being a part of the team and trying to repent in a lot of ways for the thing that she's done, is trying to figure out where she fits into the grand scheme of things. And if she, you know, even in her cowardice at times, even if her misjudgments at times, it's like, is it possible somebody could be a little bit of everything? And I love that Vic's kind of incorporated his journey into her resolution as well, because his thing was like, it's either good or bad. Yeah, like he drew these lines for a long time, and he's like, I've learned with you guys, it can really go either way, and it can be as thin as a razor's edge. But if you ever go too far, I'll be there to stop you and let you know. So she's got at least people still around that are going to be keeping an eye on her and helping her gauge that and rein that in, So it's not like she's going to go through this alone, but she gets to be a little bit of a terror at times when justified. So she took that side of her back to the ant farm, this source of all of her frustration and pain, and this thing that she carries around that boils inside of her, and burned it to the ground in glee, and she got to enjoy it. So she gets to have a little bit of that villainous side of her tickled and, propagated a little bit to have that kind of those cinders stoked, that fire stoked. I feel like that really was a beautiful way to kind of give some catharsis to her journey, as well as her kind of antagonistic relationship with her past and the ant farm itself. Not to mention just the fact that it is the ant farm and it just needs to go the F away. I think my biggest disappointment with this episode as a closing whole, and it's not a huge deal, but after that one episode, after Immortimus Day, Dorothy just disappears. So I don't know if that was a scheduling thing or they just wrote it that way. It feels weird not to have had a proper goodbye or closure for Dorothy in this. So, she was mentioned, she was brought up, clearly they're still in contact, but I would have liked to have seen her. I mean, she didn't get to say anything to her father in the last episode, which was mildly sad to me. That's been the whole crutch of her thing is that getting over that and past that hump. So maybe doing that would kind of undo her having accepted that part of life. But, her and her attachment to this group, the only family she's really got left and all this kind of stuff, I would have liked to have seen her here. So I'm kind of curious about why she wasn't here. But she was mentioned. She sent Casey here, or told her about, everybody's kind of peacing out. But I love that led to Jane and her talking as she's trying to find an apartment. It was like, hey, that spaceship's about the size of these apartments that I've been seeing online. Why don't we just hang out? Led to that smooch. They got themselves a little kitten and they're going into space. She's painting her paintings. That was so cute. The butt resolution, I wasn't sure how I was going to go. I figured it would lead to some kind of standoff between the Butts and Immortimus, and it did. Immortus. But they did try to put up a fight against both for a minute, and then they just kind of unified in this, need to upstage one another, and then they kind of, once she started singing out, it called to their chorus. She's like, hey, they're singing a song right now. It's the one, from the underground that trained them all. Is the way that what's his butt and his wife, I forget her name, were trying to rally the Butts. So they tamed them the same way the ant farm used to, by using song and dance. And then she took that cue and was like, all right, well, I'm chiming in with the musical that I know, the one from the Cloverton play. And then, she just unleashed and they unified, and she went into the time stream, sucked that whole thing in there, and, found peace, fame, and everything she's been wanting for after the musical talents of the Butts combining with her performative skills apparently made her famous and wealthy and all the things she's been hoping for in the future. Great butt producers that they were for music, dude. This is a weird resolution, but it works in the end. Then she gave them all pieces of herself, toenail clippings, not from the tumor that they were trying to get before that Chief was using, but just pieces for in general. Enough for all of them. So it means that we have some unused longevity floating around for what that matters. But it was a very emotionally charged episode, man. There was some really strong emotions throughout this, and I'm just gonna miss these characters, dude. But I think this is a pretty solid goodbye in the end. Rita reunited with her love in the afterlife the only way that she could, without literally going down and prying him out of it. We've seen them go to the afterlife in various different ways, and she just got to move on, be at peace, and be reunited with her life's love, the thing that was kind of holding her back in a lot of ways after she experienced that and then lost it. So she got her happy reunion, her happy ending in death in a way. So it was a nice, beautiful way to bring this about. We had our cathartic little moments with Chief, so I'm kind of fine with him not being in this episode. Dorothy's just the odd one out to me. I would have liked to have seen Dorothy one more time. At least have a solid goodbye to that character. But overall, I think this was a pretty damn good finale all things considered. You know, I think this was a great way to wrap up some of these characters and these storylines and kind of just in general, their struggles, you know, disbanding, being, you know, living their lives, not worrying about what they were meant to do, but figuring out what they want to do and who they are and what they need. That's, at the end of the day, what the show really should have been all building towards. And I like that that's kind of what happened here. As much as they, you know, staying together, being at the manor and being a team and all this kind of stuff, it's never an easy way to heal. And they make a really good point. And it's not like they weren't, well, I guess the Doom Patrol permanently is, because, I mean, disbanded, because it's not like Larry could come back from this. Rita's dead, and Cliff has also just passed. So it's not like when they departed, there was like the hopeful idea that maybe once they figured out their own shit, that then they could be the hero team they had always been meant to be. Because like she said, and like is very true in a lot of ways, if you can't help yourself, it makes it very difficult to help others at times. Or if you can't be at peace with yourself. And this team was never really that. So, and like they pointed out, they caused a lot of the problems that they in turn had to solve. So all of their wins were also a result of their own failures and losses. And that would just kind of feel like a cycle they would be trapped in if they were to continue in the state that they are in. Because it's not like they're ever optimally running. So I like that whole bit. Even though, you know, a lot of it, too, they were also dealing with a lot of Chiefs leftover messes. At least initially. I think like in the first 2 seasons, a lot of that was the case. But I think this was a damn solid finale. Especially, probably one of the better ones, better series finales we've gotten in any of these DC shows, man. I'm going to miss this show. It was emotional. Definitely hit pretty hard. And I'm going to miss it, man. I really hope they don't remove this from Max at some point. I'm going to have to get me these Blu-rays or DVDs if they exist. Yeah, guys, what did you think? It's our last Doom Patrol episode with this crew, with this team, with this story, with this universe. Maybe we'll see them again in the future. I know James Gunn would be said he'd be up to reusing some people for the new universe. So I don't know if Doom Patrol will be in there. We're getting Creature Commandos. We can get some Doom Patrol. Bring them back in your new regime. Give them some cool stuff to do. That'd be cool. But I'm fine with this being the end as well. I'm just going to be sad for a little bit, man. But guys, what'd you think? How did you feel about this end for the Doom Patrol? I'd love to hear from you guys. So sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, want to see the full-length reaction, you check it out over on Patreon, or if you come to our channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Manny Sher, Ryan Karen, York Scott, Margaret Grace, Melito, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey Hale, Jake Contrell, Eric Official, Amy Becca, and Casey Wood. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.